Today I'm setting up some new Facebook ads for a financial advisor. The biggest mistakes I see in Facebook ads is things are too broad, both on the copy and the targeting. Too broad means your ideal client persona, ideal client will scroll right past or never see the ads. So checking in today is a local financial planner. I've been running these ads for financial planners since 2016 for a number of finance clients. If you don't know who I am, my name's Eugene. I build and rank lots of websites. I consider myself as an omnipresent marketer in that I get leads in all the places that matter for my local service businesses. In this case, we're looking at a financial planner. Now, I'm blessed with this campaign because day one, even though people in the finance space or medical space are usually quite scared to get in front of the camera, these guys embraced it. Not only did we grab some great interviews, we had seminars and webinars that they ran where I was there with camera, with microphones. So I got lots of footage. Now, that is an incredible asset to have for any kind of advertising campaign, especially in the medical space or in the finance space, in the retirement planning space, where your potential clients want to see you face to face. They want to see your emotion. They want to see who they're going to be sharing really private information with. And your videos and your tone and your about us and your experience when it's explained with your voice and with your facial expressions helps you build your personal online brand while you sleep. Helps you build a relationship with that potential client. In this case, we are on the third or fourth year, and I have revisited all of the video content that I've captured, and we've basically laser focused on pre-retirees approaching freedom. In the last year, I've been doing a lot of industry research on ideal client personas. So with all of my clients, we've been trying to drill down. If we remove all of the fluff and if we laser focus on a certain persona, let's fictionalize that persona. It might be, so we go quite deep, and I generate like a 10-page document with some 3 ideal personas where we estimate their household income. It might be like Jackie Chen, she lives in Bondi, and what they want to retire comfortably at 60 to 65, broad, to know if they have enough super, okay? Kind of broad as well, to keep their current lifestyle in retirement, to reduce financial stress and uncertainty, to make smarter decisions about super, tax, retirement and income, to understand Centrelink age pension options, to have clear plan in plain English. Clear plan in plain English. What frustrates them? I don't know if I have enough to retire, right? This is your Facebook ad copy. This is your Google Ads landing page copy already being put together. Multiple super accounts and unclear investment options. Previous advisors who charged fees and gave little support. Push products. Confusing retirement planning rules and tax caps, fear of market drops close to retirement, different retirement planning timelines between partners, right? So this keeps going. Services that fit the ideal planning, the ideal client persona, retirement planning, superannuation strategy, transition to retirement advice, investment planning, Centrelink guidance, estate planning considerations, which are all service pages you should have on your website. In a separate video, I talked about that. Now, that's just one persona and actually keeps going. I did research on the kind of key terms that they might search into Google, the kind of questions that they have. And this helps me put together a valuable hit list of interview questions for the client. Now, I have also created a very basic guide on the kind of Facebook ads that I want to set up. Let's make sure. So this particular one will be targeting pre-retirees approaching freedom, age 50 to 65, 5-kilometer radius around the location. Now that is going to hit approximately 100,000 people, a little bit less in my dense areas that I'm hitting. It might be like Sydney, it might be central Brisbane, Perth or Melbourne. What they want So we're targeting senior professionals, small business owners, couples, and individuals. They want to retire comfortably. This is what I mentioned before. So we look at their frustrations, what they want, the trigger moments, turning 55, 60 or 65, redundancy, health scare. And here's a very basic Facebook ad that will target our ideal client persona. Number one, planning retirement, start with clarity. If retirement is getting closer and the numbers still feel fuzzy, you're not alone. Many Melbourne families have built a solid saving and super, yet still feel unsure about whether they truly on track. That was the big one, where it's like people make good money, a lot of money, and they don't have a plan in place. So I will be doing the target, the hook, which is the primary pain. I don't know if I have enough. Highest urgency trigger for this segment. It's using the framework PAS, problem, agitate, solution, trigger, retirement confidence, services, retirement planning, super strategy, etc. So in each section I created, there was 3 categories. We're going to be hitting pre-retirees, recent retirees, and wealth builders. So wealth builders are someone 40 to 55, a little bit younger. They want to build wealth and in a structured, joined up way. The ideal client persona there has their list of frustrations, their list of what they want, right? They want to retire early and very comfortably. They want to improve their tax efficiency, balanced lifestyle, make smarter investment decisions. Their key frustrations is earning well but lacking clear strategy, which is what I mentioned before. Not sure whether to focus on super, shares, or property. Paying too much tax is a big one. That is a huge one. No time to manage. Paying too much tax is one that a lot of property advisors and property salesmen are hitting quite high. Stop guessing, start planning, earning well, but still unsure if you're making the most of it, etc. Now, there's hundreds of variations that I have, and we're going to be doing some A/B tests. Planning retirement, start with clarity versus stop guessing, start planning. If retirement is getting closer and your numbers still feel fuzzy, you're not alone. Earning well but still unsure if you're making. So these are basically going to be the variations in the Facebook ad, whether they're separate ad groups or separate ad copies. We've got a lot of, look, with Facebook ads, it's use, throw shit at a wall, see what sticks, and pivot based on what's somewhat sticking. Over the period of months, you evolve and you keep whatever sticks and you build on that. You run it for a couple of weeks, $10, $20, $30 per day. You run the ad. The worst inquiries are the ones with less friction. So it's just name, address, and phone. You're going to get more inquiries, but they're going to be a lot of the time poor quality. You want to create more friction as much as possible. When do you want to retire? Non-personal questions, but make them engage a little bit more and get you some more information. That's phase 1. Phase 2, take them out to a landing page and actually book the call with some automations, but taking them out to a landing page. Facebook doesn't like that. People don't generally like getting off Facebook to other websites, so prepare for there to be a drop-off, but the quality of inquiries increases because the intent is, okay, I'm jumping through these hoops and I'm more interested. So people that jump off the Facebook ad to a landing page generally are slightly stickier than someone who fills out the form then and there. At the end of the day, everything starts from the business, their services, their ideal client personas, then what assets we have to work with. Do we have videos? Do we have photos? Photos of the team. There's a lot of stuff we can do with AI. I've built my own custom software that allows me to make lifelike AI images of the team. It's coming up that it's going to be video soon. That's going to be quite scary, but it's already happening, and that allows me to run some high quality Facebook ads. Let me know if you have any questions. See you in the next one.